Hello. So I had gotten a question from someone asking how they can get a girlfriend if they're a crossdresser. So I figure I'd take the time to make a video on this. And I think the first thing that somebody should do in this situation if they're trying to find a partner to accept their crossdressing is to take some time and think about why they crossdress, because sometimes we don't even have the answers to why we do things, and self-discovery can be a very long process sometimes. Some people get it one, two, three, other people it can be a bit. So if you can come up with answers on why you crossdress and what your goals are with it, it'll be easier to communicate those to somebody else and find somebody that would be okay with participating with what you would like to do. Now, all relationships are built on trust and honesty. Once the trust is gone, even if you're able to get somebody to accept your cross dressing, if you're not honest, that honesty can destroy the relationship. So there would be no point in trying to form something that might just end. So what you want to do is be completely honest with somebody. And what I mean by this is, say you find a girl that is all right with cross dressing, and you tell her, oh, I just want to cross dress maybe once every 2 weeks, and I'm going to spend most of the time as a guy. They think that they're signing up for you being a guy or masculine most of the time. But then if it turns out you really want to cross dress 90% of the time, that can cause a relationship to end, because then the person feels lied to, like they don't even know who you are, because this is not something that they signed up for when they started dating you. So they may even be okay with that, but if you don't have that transparency and that honesty, that can be something that can kill something even before it forms or after it even forms. So make sure to be honest and communicate with the person. Make sure to compromise and not make it fully about you. A lot of people think that there's mutualism, but what'll happen is that the person will have a very me mentality and not even realize it. And this is something I see happen with a lot of crossdressers that spoil a lot of relationships before they even form, is sometimes they get caught up in this pink fog and they find somebody that is all right with their cross-dressing, and they kind of go overboard with it, and they want the person to hold their hand and walk them through all the steps and do everything. And to be honest, the person might want to help you to some degree, but they want the relationship that's forming to be about both of you. They don't want it to just be about you and your cross-dressing. So remember that cross-dressing might be a part of your relationship, but don't make it your full relationship. Dressing properly. Now, I'm not going to shame anyone for whatever they want to wear, but if you're going to attempt to find a partner, it is easier if you kind of know how to put together an outfit ahead of time. So if you want to present femininely, something is, when someone's not out to too many people yet, sometimes they have kind of mismatched clothing and ill-fitting clothing, stuff from thrift stores or online that doesn't fit right. And I get that it can be pretty difficult at first to kind of get things down and develop a style if you might be in the closet still. So try to put together at least something that goes well together somewhat. There's plenty of communities online that you can ask other cross-dressers for advice on, and maybe they can help you out in some ways, because if you just have kind of ill-fitting clothing, it might be harder for a partner to take you as serious. Now, another thing to ask is whether or not you want to present fully as a woman and have breast forms and stuff like that, because what I've noticed is a lot of straight women are okay dating cross-dressers, and some of them are okay with this, but I've realized that there's a lot that aren't. Is a lot are not okay with things like breast forms and stuff. So they'll be okay with their partner, say, wearing a bra or dressing like a woman, but they don't want them to take on a womanly shape. But if you are to date somebody that is maybe not straight, but maybe bi or pansexual or queer in some way, they might be more open to you if you want to wear things like breast forms and present fully as a woman. So that's something that I noticed a lot of people will want to present fully as a woman, and they're discouraged because straight women might not be into them fully dressing as a woman, but they might be all right with, say, androgyny or them dressing as a woman as long as they're not changing their body shape. So think about what you want to do and find a partner that might be more open to whatever you want to present as. If you're younger and you might be going away to college soon, potentially look into something that's near a city. Or if you're able to commute to cities, maybe potentially check out a city, because people in cities tend to be more open minded to things. There's a higher population, you're more likely to encounter more people that might be into the same interests that you are. That being said, I feel it is much easier to find women in a city that are okay with crossdressers than in like a small rural town, just from the sheer amount of numbers. So, if possible, try to move or visit cities as often as possible. Appearing confident is key, because think about it. If you are talking to a girl and you're trying to woo them over and you're a crossdresser, if you put your head down and you're like, I'm a crossdresser, they might not want to date you because you don't really seem like you've accepted that part of yourself. From Game of Thrones, Tyrion Lannister once said, wear it like armor, and it can never be used to hurt you. And that line goes a lot, because let me tell you, whether I present as feminine, masculine, androgynous, it doesn't matter. I have no problem finding a date whatsoever. And one of the reasons being is because I own who I am. If you keep your head up and you talk to someone and they're like, why do you cross dress? And you're like, I don't know. They're going to be less likely to accept it than if you're just like, I like it. This is who I am. Whatever. People will love the confidence, and they will be more likely to date you if you own it. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want to help my channel grow. And yeah, if you have any questions about anything relating to gender, sexuality, dating, anything like that, feel free to drop a comment in the comment section, and if I think I understand it enough, maybe I'll make a video on it in the future. Alright, I'm out. Bye.